Hi everyone, it's Az here from HeelvsBabyface. Boy oh boy. If you watched my video earlier today, you would have seen that the Batwoman videos are back. Yes, the Winter Olympics are over, and our favorite CW shows are returning in force. A couple of nights ago, Naomi returned. Tonight, Jane, Theory, and I are going to be reviewing it. Tomorrow, that video will go up. And last night, it was, of course, Batwoman, which I've put out today. Now, thankfully, this was the one episode before the season finale. There's only 13 episodes this season. Thank you, God. In Batwoman, and it was, surprise, surprise, I know you're going to be so shocked, absolute garbage, because that's all this show can actually create. Now, the views, the ratings are in, and the ratings on Batwoman have dropped 25%. Now, I have to say this because this is what I truly believe. I believe that a bulk of the viewership has to do with the previous episode. Now, yes, we've had a 2-week break, but the episode before the 2-week break was an absolute joke, an absolute disaster, and just so happened to be the directorial debut of the chap who plays Soy Luke Fox, Soy Bat. So they were all having a little party and sending out photographs of them having a little party together, celebrating this. And I'm thinking to myself, look, I know that you want to stand behind your show if you're part of it. If you're getting paid and it's a paycheck, come on, I get that. But even these people, and these people, I mean, of course, the CW folk, they have to know that this is utter dog shit. Just dog shit. And even if you're directing it, producing it, starring in it, and doing the best that you possibly can, at the end of the day, you're still sifting in shit. Now, the episode got a decent rating. I think the highest of the season for Batwoman. But, as I said, the bulk of the rating to me is based on the previous episode. And what was the previous episode? It was the Poison Ivy story. With an actress that actually, you know, looked like Poison Ivy, in as much as they didn't race change her, gender change her. Trust me, they could do all sorts. Change the color of her hair, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So even though I thought the storyline was garbage, people at least would recognize that name. They would recognize the Poison Ivy name as a Bat villain. And I think that caused a little bump in the figures for that. This rating is more of a reflection of Soy Luke's directorial debut. And I'm not saying it's because of his directorial debut, because obviously he's directing. He didn't write the script, and the scripts are terrible. But I think it's more of a response to that. Also, it's pushing this Black Joker storyline, which people just don't seem interested in at all. Not surprised. The character is a joke, not in a good way, not in a ha-ha, aren't we funny kind of a way. No, more of a, oh my God, let me stab my eyes out kind of a way. And as ever, if I wasn't doing this for my YouTube channel, if I wasn't producing this for you, honest to goodness, I wouldn't touch this show with a barge pole. I wouldn't touch it with Batwoman scissors. So the demographic is also, now these are the preliminary, so they can change slightly, but I don't, you know, that might go up a little bit, it might go down a little bit, but it's pretty much going to be there or thereabouts. I imagine the demo will be probably around a 0.08 or a 0.09. So I'm actually expecting the demo, once it's been fully confirmed, to drop slightly. As you can see, they've only hit the 0.1s 3 times this season. And coincidentally, it just so happened to be every time Poison Ivy was around. So this is where they pushed the main Poison Ivy story. You know, if you shifted it all a week forward. So yeah, these aren't exactly difficult times, but I did mention in the Batwoman video, there's 1 episode left next week. That's it. And they still have not announced a renewal for season 4. There hasn't been a cancellation either, but there hasn't been a renewal for season 4. And if we have a little look at the overall ratings and demo, the ratings haven't changed a hell of a lot from season 2. They've gone down about 7% on average, but it's the demo. And this is the important one, because this is the advertising one. It's the demo which has absolutely plunged 28% down. And there's no more Poison Ivy. And without her, you've seen these 0.07, 0.08. If that wasn't there to give it a slight bump, woo! I think it was averaging 0.08. And that's a disaster. But speaking of disasters, even before, I haven't watched the Naomi episode yet. I've got to do that in the next 5 hours. Let's just say I'm not rushing to do so. But if we jump to the Naomi ratings, this is the first season. And the viewership it's down nearly 50%. It's down like 40% from the first episode, which was a terrible rating of 0.802. And here we are in episode 5, 0.499. And again, this is preliminary, so this could go up slightly, could go down slightly, and that demo could change as well. But this show is on a terrible trajectory, and it's not difficult to see why either, because the writing, again, the writing is abysmal. The CW are so concerned with pushing ideology at the sacrifice of characterization that their shows are literal satirical jokes. How I would write a show if I wanted to poke fun at woke ideology. They're doing it themselves now, and they're doing it, and they're so unaware that they are as well. And the reason why I bring up Naomi's is because, on average, this show's in the first season pushing in 0.625 for viewership, and it's on a steep decline. And the demo is 0.11. So if you're the CW, you gotta have content, and we know that the CW channel is up for sale. I wonder why. You gotta say to yourself, you know, some of these shows have got to go, but some have got to stay. Unless you've got, and there again, if you've got nothing to replace them, then what do? You got to renew everything. Regardless of how bad it is, you got to renew everything. So the chances that Batwoman's going to get renewed for a season 4, I think, are fair. I think there's a decent chance that it will. The chances that Naomi gets renewed for a season 2, maybe there's nothing else they can do and they've just got to. But the Flash is, I mean, that's got renewed. They've renewed the Flash. However, that is not putting in ratings comparative to how it used to. But compared to the CW, it's the best. It's kind of like one of the best that they got. Behind Superman, behind Walker. And let's just say that the sale goes through on the CW. I mean, A, you have to be some kind of stupid to buy this network. And B, remember that one of the conditions, one of the potential conditions, not an absolute, but one of the potential conditions is that the CW will sell off part of it, but it will still produce content for the channel. Oh! Oh! I have no sympathy. I don't care. Renew, don't renew, cancel. I don't care. These shows are an absolute joke, written by clowns, and they are show run by buffoons. You get what you fucking deserve. Hope you enjoyed the vid. If you did, do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Follow me on social media and YouTube for live streaming. Links are in the description box down below. I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. You take care. Bye for now.